talking about a few laning concepts where I'm gonna explain to you guys how I basically just won lane in 5 minutes with perfect CSing and scoring a kill into this Katarina. So we're gonna be talking mostly about like the idea of the video is gonna be talking mostly about just ranged versus melee matchup, like explaining a little bit of what my gameplay, my game plan was, and the steps that you need to take in order for you to win lane. But yeah, that's mostly it. It's like usually ranged versus melee. What you're gonna want to do is that usually you just want to like slow push into like a crash into the second or third wave. Like both are fine, but the advantage of you crashing into second is that you can ward. Right, like it's easier to ward because like if you crash into third, then you give like a better like because usually what you want to do is like if you crash into third, usually you want to like harass them on the turret, right? But like if you crash into a ward, then you sort of like lose that window. So it's usually like if you want to ward, it's usually better to ward on second wave or to just like ward level one. It's also like an option, right? So you're gonna notice here, like if I'm not mistaken, I warded on second. So that was what I was thinking. Also, like we're into a Z, so it's not like he has like the strongest gank. So I was warding mostly just for tracking, right? Like we can just literally ward the raptors here over the wall, and usually that's okay. It's like one thing that you're gonna notice throughout the lane is that I'm always trying to poke the Katarina, and like you'll notice because like I got like perfect CS at least like at 5 minutes. I think I only missed maybe one or two, but it was like really good CSing. And two things actually that you're gonna notice first, as I mentioned, like I'm always gonna be trying to poke Katarina since I have the range advantage, range versus melee matchup, and I always have to make sure that she's low because she has the advantage in the 1v1, at least in an all-win situation, right? So like I always want to make sure that she's low. And the second thing is that I'm always prioritizing less hitting over poking her, right? Like over trying to harass her, because at the end of the day, I still want to like make up a slight CS lead if I can, right? So you notice here, like I'm just making sure that the minions aren't like with similar HP. So this is why I autoed this one. Now she was gonna get the minions with her dagger. Like I can't do much here. Now here you're gonna notice, right? Like I'm gonna do a quick kill here, and then boom, we get a little bit of poke. I think I even get an electrocute here, and that's perfect. This is what you should always be doing, right? Because like the moment that I'm going, see, since I have to last hit this minion, like I'm not looking at trying to poke her, right? Like one thing that I even like noticing here now, I could even be a little bit further up. I think maybe being here it is okay because it gives her like a bit more space because she thinks she's safe, right? Since I'm like further back, but at the same time I feel like I could be a little bit further up. The point is, since I have to last hit this minion, I'm not looking to harass her exactly right now. But as I last hit the minion, now we can look because she also has to last hit these two, right? Especially this one. It's like since she has to last hit this one, she's gonna lock herself into the animation, and then we can get like this nice little kill here through the side, and then we get the splash damage and even proc the electrocute. And now look, I am walking really far here and playing really aggro because I know that she has no Q, right? This is also something important to keep in mind. Since she has her Q on cooldown, I can just punish this really easily. Not only that, but I feel like even it would even be okay to trade. Like if she kills me here, it's probably fine. But also the main thing is, you'll notice here, I don't have to last hit any minions anymore, right? So since I don't have to last hit, I can play really aggro. Her, on the other hand, she wants this minion, so like I'm gonna zone her off, right? So like everything's just working out perfectly here, right? Because like think about it first. We're zoning her out the minions, right? So we're zoning her, meaning she doesn't get the minion. I don't have any minions, like we don't have any minions to last hit, right? So like in that sense is also okay, and she has her Q on CD, right? So like this is like literally perfect conditions for us to just walk up and like harass her, right? And this is what happens. So like we get the electrocute. Now I'm gonna last it this minion, and now we're just gonna chill, right? Like staying out of her range because we don't have Q. Now that we have Q, we can walk up. See, the same thing, right? Like I know that she has Q, so she might look for this minion again because the minion hasn't died yet. So then I'm gonna walk up to try and prevent her from getting it for free, right? Like we want to punish her every time that she goes for a kill here. So this is what I do. She loses the minion, which is perfect, right? Like we don't get the poke off, but at least she loses the minion, so that's fine. And then I'll just keep laning. I feel, yeah, see, same thing. So like the minion's getting low, I throw the Q to the side and try to poke her here. Like always, 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 always whenever I can. I could have, like, and notice, like I'm always prioritizing the minions. Always, 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 because like, so like now, I could have tried to walk here to try and get the passive proc on her. But I realized that the minion was getting low, so then I just swapped the focus to the minion, right? Get the ward on second wave. We didn't even notice that like this ward is really strong, even though they notice, right? Because you like these days, I mean, you can like if you're playing like a very aggro jungler like Lee Sin or Jarvan, like in theory you could skip Wraiths, but it's usually kind of bad, especially like if you skip Wraiths and you don't get anything on the map. So uh, like these days it's harder for junglers to just skip Wraiths. So if you put this ward, like you already have the tracking, right? So for example, it's 205. Like we know that he's either finishing Krugs and coming to Wraiths right now. So we either spot him right now or he's finishing Wolves, and like you know, like in the next 10 seconds we already know where he started, which means we already know where he's going to be in the next like 2 minutes, or give or take, right? So that's why this ward's so strong. And you'll notice like I didn't even have to like go around his the wall here to ward. Like I believe the only downside of this ward is that you're not getting like a lot of vision to protect yourself, right? But it's just like I said, like since it's a Katarina, she doesn't really have any gank setup, and same with Zed, right? Like she's just raw damage, she has no CC. So I know that if he tries to gank me, it's pretty troll, right? Like because I can just flash or whatever. It's really hard for him to get a kill on me or to like force my flash, right? I also get the move speed from Ignite with the W. You'll notice that later this is one of the ways that I escape an attempt of his to gank me. So yeah, it's just really hard for him to do anything. So like I guess you could argue that the only downside of this sword is that like I don't have any protection, but at the same time it's not like he has a huge gank threat on me. And another positive thing with this is that since I ward from the lane, I don't have to like walk around here. Means that I get to spend more time in the lane poking her, right? Like just for harassing her. So yeah. Now again, I'm just focusing on less hitting. I think you get all the minions here. We spot the Zed. Oh, I actually missed one. And now we're just gonna try to poke the Katarina down. I know she has no E. Like, this is a little bit of a mistake by me, I believe, because maybe I got scared of her dagger, but like, since she has no E, she can't really jump on here. So I believe I could have been a little further up so that I can land another 2 autos on her as she gets this minion. Because there was really no threat on me, but yeah, it's like this is because it's just like the 3 conditions that we discussed there, right? So like I don't have any minions to last hit, so we're chill to just like hit her right now. She has no E, which is like literally the only threat that she could try to get a trade on me, because she has electrocute, so she's gonna mostly be looking for short trades. But like realistically speaking, I don't think I should have been that scared of her here. Like it's just walk up and hit her, right? Now I'm hitting the minion here. I don't really think I want to shove this, right? So like now it's where the wave control kind of comes in, and you really need to know, especially when you crash on second, right? Like usually you're not gonna, like you don't want to like crash on second and like maybe just slow push or hard push this one, right? Because like you're really not accomplishing a whole lot if you're just trying to crash the third wave as the second is coming in. Like it's coming back to you, right? And at the same time, like we've already established like a small HP lead, which means we can play to try and set up a kill on her. Now it's way easier to try and chase her down a longer lane than to just try and score a kill if the wave is constantly on her side, right? So like right now, I probably don't want to push this. Like this is probably very common, right, with a lot of Zoe players. Like they'll just, you know, shove, 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 and not really be thinking a lot about where they want the wave. But like right now, I probably just want to like leave the wave kind of in the middle, kind of coming back, right? Like not too much on her side, right? The only reason I was like, because then you could argue, right? Like why was I autoing this minion specifically like so much? I even believe like honestly, I don't think I should have autoed that much. Maybe like 2 autos would have been fine. But it's just because I want to make sure that I get level 3 first, right? It's like in that sense, you autoing the third wave is fine depending on the matchup that you're in. But since I was like ranged versus melee, and there's really no way Katarina can touch the wave, right? So probably I shouldn't have autoed that much. But at the same time, as you'll see here, right? Like we're just looking for trades. I'm not queuing the wave. There's no point really in queuing the wave. So yeah, now it's gonna end up like slow pushing, and it's fine. Like I believe that if she's not looking for trades onto me, it's really hard for that not to happen in a sense as well. So yeah, but like obviously, ideally, if you want to set up a kill on her, you'd prefer the wave to come back. And again, notice here, like we're just looking for cheap poke. It was the same concept as before, right? Like if you pay attention, so she's gonna try to auto this minion, and I'm gonna try to get the splash damage off from Q. And it's not like she has an option, like she has no choice because the turret was gonna kill it. So she either takes this damage or she has to forfeit the minion. And you'll notice that like I lost 2 minions, which is already like not optimal. But like from losing 2 minions and still like a literally a whole wave like of advantage on her, right? Like we have 6 minions of advantage on her, so that's already really good. So like now, since the wave started to like slow push for me, like maybe that's a scenario where I might want to crash. Let's see. I don't really remember what I did here. I think I was just less fitting because I really wanted to just like land poke on her. So like probably in this medium I'm gonna look here. Yeah, we look for a bubble and she's off. But yeah, we really have to crash this or it's gonna be a little bit weird. This is something to point out as well. If you can, you ideally want to save, like just as you mentioned, right? Like we want to have our Q so that we can poke her down. Unfortunately, like the cannon was targeting the first minion, but then it swapped to the second. And then I realized that there was no way I was gonna get this without queuing, right? Like it was too risky. So, and since this minion was a balloon, I was just like, well, we'll just kill it and it's fine. Not ideal. Again, like it's 5 seconds that she kind of can't, like, because for example, if I have Q, she can't really like go past like that line, I believe, right? It's like she will always get poked and all, and you see that she's playing very freely, but at the same time, it's like there's not much you can do. I think I ended up taking a shower shot, which is not ideal. Yeah, we also like we saw Zed on the river. I tried to land a bubble on him, but I ended up missing. We're still in a pretty okay spot. Like we again only lost 2 minions so far, which is like obviously not ideal, but it's fine. Same situation here. You'll notice like, but this is like just a preference that I have, like because again like Katarina already threw her Q, and it's not like there's gonna be any minions that are gonna be low in the like next probably 5 seconds, right? So like then I made the judgment that it was better to just like Q this minion so that I could get the CS, because like so like now she could walk up, right? Like me having my Q on cooldown makes it so she can walk up. At the same time, it's like, well, she doesn't have her Q up, so and like the minions aren't low, so there's really no reason for her to just walk up, right? Unless she wanted to trade, but she can't really trade because my bubble's coming up anyways, and I have ignite, and there's all this wave here. I have the Hydra proc, which is gonna give me the little bubbles from the W. So she can't really walk up, and then again, so like me not having Q is not like the end of the world, right? Like she gets to have this minion, which is like not ideal, but at least like I didn't lose my own, right? So yeah, she gets a free minion, but like now on this one, maybe we can look. Yeah, I think it's not that ideal for me to look, so yeah, I think right here also something else to mention about the wave, right? Because again, so like we always want the wave ideally to be like coming back since she's low. But at the same time, right, like we don't want the wave to be locked here for too long. So since I realized that I was not gonna Like if I don't do anything with this wave, like it's just gonna lock, right? So then I realized that that was gonna be the case, and then we just like end up queuing this because the wave was coming in. Like if we just look at our own waves, like we can use our own waves as a reference, right? It's like if I don't take these minions down quick enough, these three are gonna be locked like around here, and then it's just gonna be like it's not like a freeze, but like the wave will constantly just be locking here, and we don't want that to happen, right? Like we want the wave to crash so that we can have an opportunity to make the wave either go back or her wave to be like further up, like here and not here, right? So then we have more space to poke her down and chase her down and whatever, right? So yeah. Now I make a small mistake here. Zed couldn't get the topside scuttle, so I didn't like really pay that much attention, but like he just like crossed to this river and it made a lot of sense, right? What I was thinking of the ward here right now is that I still have a bot. I'm still relatively okay with HP and mana, so like I'm not really looking to base right now. So I just wanted to get a quick ward here, probably like on the ramp or on the raptors. But the problem was that he kind of cut to the other scuttle because like I thought that he had base so he could get back to his rubber banded camps. Like since we know that he finished his clear on top side, now he has to come back to bot side to collect the camps that are gonna be respawning. But I didn't pay attention to the fact that he could just like cross to the scuttle, right? So that's what ended up happening. So I kind of sort of face check him. Luckily, like my ignite kind of saves me. I don't have to burn flash or anything. I feel like I could have even like maybe tried to land a bubble on Katarina, but it's fine. So like now I kind of got like like he took a bit of my HP and my pot. Like right now, I want this wave to be crashed, right? Like now, like we don't have the HP lead anymore, so like I don't want to be in this position against Katarina anymore, right? Like I just want to like crash. You'll notice that as I throw the Q, I'm always walking, like I'm already walking back because right now I don't have ignite. And something that's also very important to point out is that she had ignite also, like she was not running TP. You'll notice that I'll lose 2 minions here, right? But I think or only one. But it's like it's just because I really don't want her to jump me. So yeah, you'll notice that I even like waste the bubble and stuff. But that's because I really just want a base here. So like I'm just throwing everything at the wave, so we can look for a base or look for something else. This is also something is smaller, but something interesting. Like I knew that Zed was gonna be around bot, so then I was pinging Ash to be careful. Although she was running away from the Maokai, but Maokai was probably just trying to set it up for him as well. Interesting thing. Other than that, I healed a lot from the bot, and I also think that Zoe has one of the highest. Like I need to check to make sure, but if I'm not mistaken, she has one of the highest HP regions from the mages. So like I ended up being like okay in terms of HP against the Katarina, so then I just chose to stay, right? Because like right now we're not in that bad of a spot. Also the wave has come, since the wave is in the middle right now, I'm not in such a threat. I'm not in that big of a threat of just Katarina jumping me and running me down through the lane. Now we have more, like we're closer to the tower so that she can't really all in us all that much. And the same is true for her, right? Like we have more space to run her down in case we want to try to land a kill. So like now it's a little bit safer for me. So then I just choose to stay because I don't have really the most ideal buy for me right now. Usually I just try to get Lost Chapter on first base. If I don't get, yeah, if I can't get Lost Chapter, I'll just get Dark Seal. But usually that's what I'm looking for. So since I don't have it yet, I just choose to stay. Like now I'm not trying, again, since I don't have like that big of an HP lead and we don't have Ignite, I'm not really looking to kill her at this point, right? So this is why I'm just like killing the wave and stuff, right? Like I'm not really trying to, to like land poke on her. I'm mostly just playing defensive because I'm already gonna like try to look for a base eventually, right? Probably really soon. So like now we can because like we have shoved. So this is also another interesting thing with like Zoe matchups just in general, right? If you take the minions down, then now like if you've shoved before your enemy, now she has to collect these minions because like you have the higher wave clear. So now since she has to collect these minions, we can just like poke her, right? So this is another advantage. You'll notice that I land the Q, and then it's really good. I was gonna try to land the electrocute here, but I didn't want to like go too far up risk getting to risk getting damaged by her dagger here if she just throws the Sui. It's like we're in a pretty good spot right now, and you'll notice that I'll probably just like keep playing this way. We'll just play to shove. I was probably gonna like here we have two options, right? Because the next wave is a cannon. We can either stay because like we can just continue to play like this because like if you think about it in this specific matchup, right, because like Zoe's a little bit of a lane bully, so like I want to be like constantly harassing the Katarina, getting CS leads and stuff, right? At the same time, Katarina is not a champion that likes to play the lane. She wants to play like roaming, you know. She wants to like get her items, try to set up for an all-in with her jungler or something, right? Or just get her jungler to give her prio so that they can do stuff like in the river or just like try to be roaming and stuff, right? So in a sense, although I have my lost chapter, the longer I can like play the lane this way, because right now she can't really leave lane, right? She's really low. So the longer I keep her in lane, the better it is for me, right? Because I'm kind of like countering her game plan, so to speak, right? Because it's just like I said, Katarina, like if I'm Katarina right now, I'm not happy with how the lane is going, right? Because it's like if I were her, I would probably just look for a base after this wave since she's a cannon. The next one is a cannon, because I don't want to be playing the lane on these terms, right? Right now, if you're Katarina, you're just playing on Zoe's terms. You can't really do anything on the map, right? And it's not like this is not normal, because in a sense, this matchup specifically, unless Katarina gets like good trades onto Zoe, which is also kind of hard if you're not running cleanse, or if you just don't dodge her bubble or stuff, right? Like the way the lane went, like you're just gonna get poked out, and that's fine. But she has to look for a base eventually. So the longer I can just make sure that she doesn't bases, it's more time that I'm like buying for myself and buying for my team, that this Katarina won't be just moving around the map, right? So this is like what I was thinking here. Like I was like, well, I can base, but at the same time, I'm not in, like that bad of a spot, right? Like as long as I have mana, I can just like stay. And Zoe is not like a champion that wastes as much mana, so like I was pretty fine here. Now I don't know what she did here, because like there's really no reason to, like if you're Katarina, there's really no reason for you to jump a Zoe that has Stride Breaker and a freaking barrier like on the ground here right now, right? Even if I don't have Ignite, like I wasn't really sure what she was doing here. I think she was trying to set up for Zed, because like Zed appears like literally right after she does that. But like there's no way you're killing Zoe here, right? I even miss my Stride Breaker, and still you'll notice how hard it is for her to do anything, right? Because like she'll also be eating the damage from the minions here, so she can't really do much. Now she puts herself in a situation where I just kind of pinch her, against the turret, because like now she has to go back to the dagger. But even if she goes back to the dagger, she still has to like go down the lower lane. As I mentioned, something else that like helps a lot to play this matchup is like when your wave is in the middle, or it's like more towards our side, right? Because we just have like so much room to like chase her down if she does something like this, right? So then she does that. I end up predicting like her coming back to the dagger, but this is just because she has nowhere to go, right? Like she has to jump on here, otherwise she's just dead, right? Like she's just dead. She can't do anything. If she flashes, I can just pick up her flash, right? Like I just flash right behind her, and there's just not much that she can do. So she just ends up killing herself, and it was kind of weird. Yeah. And then again, you'll notice like my CS, like again, it's not like perfect, I guess. Like it's not actual perfect CS, because like I ended up missing 3. But you'll notice that it's like really good, right? Like 52 at like 540. That's like really good. And then like we're pretty much like already one lane, right? Like you'll notice as I tap here, I don't know if I tap here, like I'll probably tap soon. Like so now, right? Like we are 52 CS to 28, and I think she's gonna collect like what? Probably like 4 right now. So like it's gonna be like 52 to like 32. So like in a matter of 5 minutes, I managed to get a kill on her and 20 CS. So like right now I'm probably like, I don't know, 500 to 600 gold up on her, and this is only on 5 minutes of laning, just like doing basic stuff, right? Just like, so if she's going for a last hit, I try to punish with Q. If If I have a last hit on my own, I'm just not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna play safe more further back, right? So I can just last hit safely. Warding, so I have the tracking of the enemy jungler. Just like basic fundamentals, right? Like really basic. Focusing on CS and just focusing on harassing her, right? And we managed to just pretty much like destroy the lane in like 5 minutes, right? With like almost perfect CS and up a kill. So yeah, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you managed to get something from it, and see you in the next video.